Welcome, guys, to the first edition of Gaming with the WolfPac. That is right, the people that bring you Pro Wrestling Weekly, almost weekly, is now diving into the world of video games and the video game industry. As you guys know, I'm your host, Steve, also known as Steve the Reaper. Follow me on Twitter. All that will be in the description down below. And today I am joined with the Pro Wrestling Weekly WolfPac, Haydn Fox.
Hello, everyone.
And Josh the King Morel.
Hello, everybody.
So, as I said, this is going to be the first episode of hopefully a consistent podcast just talking all about the gaming world. And this was an idea that I've had for quite a long time. And, you know, I asked Haydn and Josh, I was like, hey, you know, we're all gamers at heart, so why don't we talk about it? And they're all down for it, and I'm very much appreciative of that. And so that is what we are going to be doing today.
Aside from wrestling's gaming is my other passion, so I'm definitely down for it.
For sure.
Yeah.
And before we get into it, Josh wanted to mention something, and I know that this is dear to his heart as it affected a lot of us. So, Josh, if you would like to go ahead and say what you need to say.
Yeah, on all behalf of the Pro Wrestling Weekly team, this podcasting team is deeply saddened to learn the passing of both Christina Grimmie and all the Orlando victims and other stuff that has happened in the past weeks. Obviously we send our condolences to the families, the friends, the fans, and everyone who has supported Christina, who has supported, obviously, LGBTQ plus whatever community in grieving in this process. And we want to give our tribute and pay our respects in this. And we're going to give a moment of silence to commemorate these people and what they've achieved and what they have accomplished in their lives, whether it is big or small. I just would like to, if that's okay, do a minute silence in name of these people. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, and
Start the show.
With that, we will go ahead and continue and dive into the first episode of Gaming with the WolfPac. And also, the little graphic that you see on the screen right now, that was made by Josh. He made that, so I dig it.
Thank you. I bow.
It's good.
I'm bowing.
And I appreciate you making that for us. And
No, that's all right, man.
for those of you that have listened and watched my videos since day one, I just have to say this, just in case it happens. I apologize for any background noise. And with that, let's get right into it. So as you guys know, this past weekend, at the time of recording this on Saturday, was E3, and you know, quite a lot of positive things came out of it. There is going to be a remastered version of a certain game, which we'll cover near the end of the E3 coverage, as well as big stuff from Xbox, WWE 2K17, because, you know, we're wrestling fans. WWE 2K17, 3 members of the roster were also revealed in a pretty unique way, I'd like to say. That's not me kissing up, I just thought it was unique. And among other things. So you guys wanted to talk a little bit about FIFA 17. Now, me personally, I've only played FIFA once, and I'm not as big of a FIFA fan as I am a WWE 2K fan, or just any other game in general. So if you guys would like to kind of tell our listeners like what's new and like what's going on with that game, you guys are more than welcome to do so.
That's fine. Shall I go, Josh, or do you wanna?
I'll go first. Basically, what FIFA 17's bringing this year is a whole new outlook on basically what the game, like even the mechanics, to the stories, to the ultimate team, to everything. Basically, with this new Frostbite engine that they've been using for Battlefield for years, is finally coming to FIFA, and that will bring a whole new dynamic. You can now use football managers like from the likes of Jose Mourinho, fucking Roy Hodgson of England, possibly even MLS announcers. Obviously Americans. Obviously, I thought you, Steve. Obviously, the American League, and it brings the football experience more to real life. You can now hold the ball when you're doing a throw-in position and run with it in both directions to power it. So it's more realistic this year, and it's getting better and better now with this game.
Definitely. I'll just clarify on the managers. I know all Premier League managers will be in the game this year. So
it's not all managers, okay.
No, it's just all Premier League managers. It is so you can play from everyone from Jurgen Klopp to Jose Mourinho. Another big thing that's coming is the journey, the story mode. The Alex Hunter story mode, you basically start from the small leagues, like do you start in the school and then you work your way up to the Premier League? But it's not just on the
schools, and then like League Ones, and like the Coca-Cola Cup, or I think it might be Empower or something, and then you work up to the BPL or just BL, because I don't think they're sponsored by Barclays anymore.
No.
Yeah, so Premier League. And they work their way up basically. It's like WWE's My Career mode, but it's just more fleshed out and more storyline driven. So
definitely, and it's both on and off the pitch.
Yes. So you'll get more of a life story. You'll get more like spending the millions of pounds they earn a day, just kicking a ball around into a net. So yeah.
So in a sense, it's kind of like the 2K16 My Career when they introduced the Spike Lee production. I'm not saying it's exactly like that, but in a sense, it is.
Well, kind of, but it's kind of better in a way, because they actually go behind the performance center of WWE. They actually go into like the personal, like real life personal of you, your character. So it makes it more personal in a way.
Alright, well that's pretty cool that they're introducing that.
So hopefully they'll do that with 2K17, but that's probably too far-fetched for me. So
that's what I've been saying. Basically, 2K need to step up the game this year, because FIFA introduced a story mode in a big way in FIFA 17, and 2K17 needs to bring something big out of the bag this year.
And that's kind of what Chris Dankops was talking about. Shout out to him. Like, I was watching his video today, and he was talking about how games like NBA and FIFA are way ahead of the game, when really WWE should be blowing them out of the water with all the stuff that's happening. But like, since 2K is so behind the ball with the WWE games, it's like they really need to improve, like you guys have said.
It's like 2K have just bought the licensing and they don't really care. They just put out a game.
They just bring out like 2K. It was 14, wasn't it? The first one.
Yeah.
It just felt like 2.
Wow.
It just. Go on.
THQ and Ute made that. 2K published it. Because it was during the development that THQ actually went bankrupt. So 2K actually just ended up midway through the process doing that. The first official game by 2K was 2K15.
I was gonna say because that's bloody. It just was seemed like a port of 2K13 and I mean just 13 WWE13, and then it was just the same game but with an updated roster, and even that wasn't really updated, to be honest, except for the attires. So, yeah.
That's the thing, there is so many things you can do in a WWE game. They should be way ahead with it, because with things like FIFA, because you can only do certain things with NBA you can only do certain things with. Quite a lot of games are limited to what they can do. With everything that's going on in the WWE right now, they should be way ahead in the game, but they're not.
Yeah, it feels to me like with 2K14, 2K15, and 2K16, for some of those games, especially in 2K15, it felt like they were one step ahead but two steps backward.
Or one step ahead and 100 times backwards.
well, I was just putting it lightly, but yeah. What do you say?
I was gonna say, I'm telling you the truth. We tell the truth.
Well, yeah, no doubt.
So yeah.
But it's very hard, in my opinion, to, and we'll talk more about 2K17 as the topics roll in. But in my opinion, like, it's very hard to hold any kind of type of high expectations for 2K17 this year, simply because, like, granted, they haven't really said much other than the roster, like the 3 members of the roster.
And let me just clarify something.
What?
This year, GM mode will not be in the game.
And see, that's a highly requested thing, is it not?
Yeah, but it's just because a brand split is happening doesn't mean GM mode is returning.
I was going to say, cause I was thinking they'll save it for next year anyway, because the brand split is generally new. They're not going to like, people are saying, like, I wished for it, like, even though I know it's far fetched for it to go to SmackDown versus Raw, because it obviously resonates with me, because that's the time I really started buying the games, is SmackDown versus Raw. But you've got to put your expectations, as Steve said, low, because the brand split was only, if you think about it, just announced, even though it was announced last month. But in WWE terms, it's a long time. But in 2K's terms, that's nothing. Because don't forget, they've already stopped scanning for people in April. So that was 2 months ago, probably more now.
Put it this way, they start the commentary for the next game in November. So 2K16 released in October, they start the commentary in November, and then they put all the pieces together, scan the people, get them in the game, announce the roster, all sorts of things. It all starts in
so that's you basically confirming Jerry Lawler's announcing again, possibly.
Yeah, basically. Because like once the new game's released, they start the commentary around November, December time.
Oh, so that means Morrow could be secretly added. That 2K could have hired him.
I would play the SmackDown stage every single time if Mauro Ranallo was just strictly for the SmackDown stage. If that's true.
You should be able to choose your opponent.
Actually, I'll save my 2K request for the next segment. I was going to say what I wanted, but no, not yet. You'll have to wait for that.
But yeah, basically, we'll go back to FIFA because it is a gaming podcast and not WWE. It's a completely different perspective on a FIFA game, and I'm interested to see how it'll turn. And like with 2K and 16, 2K15, I think FIFA 17 will be the foundation of the story mode. FIFA 18 will be the step up of it.
And don't forget, like this, I know we've only just started this generation. The next generation of consoles are coming out, and FIFA's going to obviously be on that. Imagine that in 4K.
I mean, like, I've seen a lot of people saying the consoles aren't actually 4K.
Well, you know, most people really haven't got 4K TVs yet, so I don't even know. Well, we'll talk about it later on still, but I don't they're bringing out a 4K console now because not really many people can afford 4K televisions.
That's the thing. I've seen the curved TVs; they look amazing.
Yeah, I've actually went into PC World today and saw a few curved TVs, and they're pretty sick.
Yeah, they are. Virtually, in the first year won't take off as people are expecting. I think, like, in the second year and onwards, it will be then taken off properly. Because in the first year, not many games will come out for it. There's only been, like, 2 or 3 announced. There's Fallout 4, Doom, possibly another game that I've forgotten, but I know them 2 were announced. And I don't think it'll take off as much as people are expecting in the first year. I think after the second year, though, when it'll really go.
Sorry, I didn't because it was crackling. Was you talking about VR?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think even it's going to take off in the second year. I reckon it'll take longer than that. I reckon they'll need to. I think because you know, Fallout 4 and Doom are not going to sell headsets. It's not.
No.
With the Xbox Scorpio planning to support the HTC Vive and Rift, mainly Rift because that's who they're partnered with, unfortunately. Yeah, they need that in order to keep on with the VR to have it support consoles. To be on consoles with PlayStation VR coming out in October of this year, that's when I'll see a somewhat little boost. But yeah,
possibly. But October's going to be a mad month anyway, just for games.
I think we have a World Steve joining us.
Good time.
Yeah, I am probably gonna have to edit that in post production, but you know,
well, after a little bit of silence, we just talked about FIFA again.
Yeah,
so
I
if you want to add that in during,
yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, do you want to move on to the next major? Or we could talk about EA some more.
I mean, if you guys want to talk about EA some more, that's fine. I mean,
we can tell them. We can say how Peter Moore is so fucking amazing.
Are you guys buying Battlefield?
There's so many games coming out that it's going to be hard for me not to want to buy them all.
That's the thing. We all need money.
I literally just got a care package, a thing where I'm going to buy Overwatch. So
Really?
on PS4. So I'm probably making Overwatch videos. That is an exclusive that probably won't. But still, I'm hopefully going to buy Overwatch within the next week.
That's sweet. I've heard good things about Overwatch.
Yeah, it's made by Blizzard, so it should be good.
I've seen Mob stream of him. It does look really good, actually.
Yeah, I've heard positive things. I haven't seen.
I heard you and Mob lost a streak.
Yeah. I had a proper bad-off day today.
I had Pizza Express. I was having Pizza Express at the time, so I didn't read it until I got home. I was sad for you.
I'll admit it was my fault. I had such an appalling day today. I couldn't even beat the computer. It took me 6. Basically. It took me.
What the fuck?
Well, he basically went, wow, I have no words to describe what has happened right now. Then we tried to beat him in a Hell in a Cell because they interfered way too much in the first match. That's why we lost. So we did it in a Hell in a Cell, but the beat is fair and square. So I'm good.
So you're 6-2 now.
Yeah, 6-2. But
right,
what we're gonna do?
I won't mention that to Mobbed on Twitter then.
No, I wouldn't.
Anyway, let's get back to this gaming podcast.
Yeah.
We're neglecting it, unfortunately.
So, going away from FIFA a little bit, we'll dive right back into 2K17. The way that they revealed the roster this year was kind of unique. They had one of the artists, Rob. I don't want to say his last name because I'm probably gonna butcher it.
I think it's
Rob
pronounced as
Rob Schamberger.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so he actually painted 3 of the members of the roster, which ended up being John Cena, of course, Ultimate Warrior, and who really should have been on the roster last year, Sasha Banks.
Horsewoman confirmed. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's definitely.
My friend, literally my friend. I won't say his name, but he said he will not get 2K17 at all ever if they don't include all 4 horses, all of them. If they don't include Bailey or Becky Lynch or that he won't get it. He said to me, I showed him because I have pre-ordered 2K17, so I am getting it definitely on Xbox One at first, but I hopefully will get it on PS4 day one as well. But yeah, it's just insane. Like, people are so fixed on this this 4 horsewomen chip from last year. It still scars them today.
Well, to be honest, it was kind of disappointing. So I mean.
Yeah, but disappointing, not fucking pitchfork-inducing, firing sort of thing.
Even Reigns winning the title wasn't that bad, but this is a gaming podcast.
Oh, I'd highly doubt that, but there you go.
But, hopefully, with Sasha Banks being revealed, that'll also lead to Bayley and Charlotte and Becky Lynch to also being on the roster. Hopefully along with AJ Styles, but
let's just say that I got one of my predictions right. 'Cause I said Cabal's and Sasha be revealed.
Oh boy!
I'll never lose. If you play John Cena on WWE 2K17, you will never lose, even when playing as Goldberg.
Oh my!
He will always kick out of 2.
No, he'll kick out at a half. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but a half.
Speaking of Goldberg, though, it's very interesting that they picked him as a pre-order bonus.
Yeah, WWE.
I mean, after
2K, because WWE avoided it for years.
Yeah.
Right. Let me basically clear this up. First of all, a lot of people are very glad that Goldberg is a pre-order bonus, because last year after Arnold Schwarzenegger got confirmed as a pre-order bonus, there was a lot of fans saying it should be wrestler, so this year 2K have done the right thing for doing that.
Well,
but people are saying that there will be a WCW... Go on.
I was going to say, to be fair, I think it was mostly to promote the new Terminator movie.
Yeah, I can definitely... I when I saw it, the promo with the bar scene, obviously that's fucking awesome. I wish they did with Goldberg, but it was I was disappointed because it was last year was so fucking good. With Gamma, say obviously, don't copyright me. I sung that. But yeah, they had obviously with Dean putting the cigar, and then I was I literally wanted to go onto Amazon and buy. I might have even had Prime then. It was on Prime. Watch the movie again. That's how much it pumped me up for both 2K16 and Terminator 2 again, which came out in the 80s, 90s sort of era. So it made cross good crossover sort of attention. So I think it worked, but with 2K17 is just wrestling fans appeal, which I don't know if how are they gonna appeal to the non-wrestling fan market. That's obviously 'cause it's not a wrestling oriented podcast. How are they going to appeal to people who do not like professional wrestling, like the children? Because I know children buy the game, which say 16 over here and 17 in America probably because it's in for mature. But because we can talk about that because this is a gaming podcast. But yeah, it's just
I mean, I've got a feeling the marketing strategy a little bit has changed, because in 2K, when 2K16 got revealed, the first thing that actually got revealed was a release date and the cover before the team members. So this year, they haven't revealed the cover or the release date officially. They've just revealed 3 members of the roster.
Because the cover star's going to be fucking Roman Reigns. We know this.
It's inevitable at this point.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, they should still officially confirm both the cover and the release date.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I reckon they'll reveal it in Raw in a few weeks.
Here's my thing.
Could happen.
For 2K16, it was Stone Cold Steve Austin as the cover star. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I like Stone Cold Steve Austin. But it wasn't Seth Rollins. And at least from what I've noticed, from WWE 12 up to, WWE 13 up to 15, it was like the WWE champion, excluding Daniel Bryan, because he got a neck injury. But why wouldn't you want to put on your WWE champion? Like,
because he's a fucking dweeb, and he's not any fucking. He's a shitbag, and I won't say he doesn't know how to wrestle, but he's hated by the IWC, and that's the general audience who's going to buy this game.
Well, I was mostly talking about, like, why wouldn't you put Rollins on the 2K16 cover when he's your champ, and, we're going to promote another legend?
That's true. Probably now, because Vince. I think it was because Vince chose him. That's the. I think it just doesn't. Vince because Vince, believe it or not, does have the final say in the cover. That's one of the things he had the final say on the game. So that's why possibly I say it's going to be Roman Reigns because of Vince. But that's the reason why Stone Cold got picked. It's purely just because of Vince. And marketing opportunity. That was it.
That makes sense.
Crossover appeal.
This is the thing. When Stone Cold was on the cover of UK16, we all knew he was going to be the main part, the showcase and everything. Now, just to go into a little bit of do you think it's a good idea to have 1 or 2?
For the cover star or what? Because you're kind of cut out a little bit.
So for the showcase mode, do you think it's good to have just 1 showcase, like in 2K16 with Stone Cold, or 2 showcases, like in 2K15 with Triple H versus HBK and
Me personally, not to cut you off, Josh, I'm sorry, but me
That's
personally, I liked having 2 because that way it had some sort of replay value to it. But that's kind of the thing with the 2K showcase is that, sure, they may have like one time that you may want to replay it again, but other than that, 2K showcase is kind of bland. I like the idea, but they need to do something more with it.
It was poorly executed.
Yeah.
In my opinion. With the cover stars, I would like the option of obviously multiple cover stars being on it, but like being a flip cover like it was for 2K14. Like it had whoever it was main star at that time, and then Daniel Bryan for us it was Daniel Bryan on the flip side. Mm-hmm. That's what I would like. I would like a main roster one, and then flip it over and have an NXT cover. Say Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Bayley, start like a multi-person cover like that. But I can flip over, so I don't have to look at Roman Reigns' shitty face.
It was Ultimate Warrior and Daniel Bryan.
Oh.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh.
But definitely. If the showcase mode was taken out, what kind of mode would you replace it with? What would you do in a new mode?
To be honest, I like
that's kind of difficult,
I like the Road to WrestleMania mode, like in.
Nah, I don't. As it's not a special WrestleMania, I don't think. Because the reason why they did that was because it was 30 WrestleManias at the time. Well, 29 actual WrestleManias, but we won't go into that.
Not the 30 years
No,
of
the road.
WrestleMania. I'm talking about like the actual Road to WrestleMania that was in the SmackDown versus Raw games.
Oh yes. Now, yeah, actually, yeah, now, well, yeah. There's many Road to WrestleMania modes. That's why I was getting confused.
No,
So actually, yeah, that wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be too bad. An improved creative mode to just fill the hole would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Like customizable minitrons and shit. Just my opinion.
No, yeah.
Let me put the SmackDown fist and then put the new WWE logo up the top as well.
Yeah.
Let me customize the
Yes.
logo up top, so then we can actually, well, if the sets will change, they probably won't. But we'll get this old SmackDown bloody stage back, like the like that sort of SmackDown, the WWF era SmackDown, before the current logo formed and all, obviously current sort of logo. But yeah, obviously the sort of skew with rectangle sort of logo before that one. Like bring that stage back. I love that stage. Still do. Have a soft place in my heart. So yeah, bring that stage back, WWE. But that's not for this. But yeah, customizable stages to more of a degree. Obviously, as I said, like the new WWE logo, like they have on that podium on the current one. Basically, let me put it up there, so it makes it look like it's actual new SmackDown with a new stage after the brand split. Hopefully, please.
I'll do you a favour and send it as feedback.
Please. But yeah, 2K17 needs a new mode, but just maybe just a story mode, like just cut also my career to get all together as well, and just form them both like make a more story-driven game. Like you go to a little indie wrestling training, call it Indie Fed Wrestling, or just use one of your licensed Evolve training facility or something like that. Go through that. Go through the performance center, and then throughout your life, and then build up. Like you go into the gym sort of scenes, maybe going into the performance center gym, doing your actual tryout at a WWE event. Maybe just make it more filled, like it was you actually going to WWE. Sort of thing.
While you're on the subject of my career, there's one thing I really want to get introduced, and that is actually taking an official WWE superstar in the game and taking them through.
That could work, but I don't think that, I think a more in-depth my career would help it.
For sure.
Because my career now is just, it's just bland, as well as 2K Showcase. I'm just happy with just them abolishing it and not putting anything in, and just maybe just advancing it, putting their work into something else. Maybe. So.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So staying away from 2K17 because we still have a couple of more topics to cover with our time limit that we've set precedent because we don't want to make it too long.
No.
The Ubisoft conference, Haydn, you mentioned that when we were talking. What kind of stuck out to you there?
The South Park game was pretty funny, but that's a game that stuck out to me. But it wasn't the actual content that stuck out to me. Oh, and the Assassin's Creed movie.
Oh, yeah, they're making that.
There's an Assassin's Creed movie coming out. It's featuring things from the game in actual film.
Now, is there an actual set release date for it now, or is this just something that they're talking about?
There's a trailer for it, I think.
Okay.
I think they played a trailer.
That's further than they've gone with the Five Nights at Freddy's that they wanted to make into a movie.
Really?
Yeah, that was a big thing
my
year.
days. Wow,
They didn't mention that. But it wasn't the actual content, it was the actual things that they did inside the conference. It's the host that gets me, because she always makes you laugh. And it's one of those conferences where they don't care what they say. they make it uncensored and purposely splat. So it's just really funny. Oh, and
Yeah.
a Star Trek game looks good as well. So yeah.
The only thing I'm excited for there is South Park games. I have played somewhat of Stick of Truth, and I did enjoy that. So, and that apparently is on Xbox One backwards compatibility, so I'm probably gonna have to download that and play that through again. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I think was it the Fractured Butthole? It's called.
Yes.
But spelled B-U-T instead of B-U-T-T, because obviously you can't do it that, because otherwise people get butt hurt.
The fracture.
Ah.
That's great.
Fractured
but
butthole.
That's the crude humor of South Park. So I expect nothing less.
And have you both followed the South Park storyline lately?
No, not really. Like I follow them on
Basically, I'll give you a brief. They've basically introduced PC Principle, which basically means obviously the world's going PC, politically correct, and everyone goes around saying, "I'm PC Principle, brah. I'm PC too, brah. Yeah, brah," sort of thing. And they'll include that in the game so it sort of coincide with the current storyline of South Park, which is awesome as well. And again, this same friend that I was talking to about 2K17 said, well, literally, this is the most amazing thing because it combines current storylines of South Park with the game. So, you know, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm not going to pre-order it because obviously, well, I'm a hypocrite because I do pre-order still, but not for that game. I'll hopefully try to buy it day one, but that's not a priority yet until I see gameplay, not proper gameplay.
Proper gameplay.
Yeah.
So, moving on to another conference that, I don't know, me personally, I'm happy with what they've introduced now. They're very much improving in their line of work. The Xbox conference, I know that you guys talked a little bit about Project Scorpio and just that whole entire thing. And don't call me an Xbox fanboy, guys, because, you know, I do own an Xbox, but, like, taking every biased opinion to the side, like, to me it is very impressive with just like technology in general and how people and companies are improving this. Like, technology like this has been in development for years and they're just now bringing it out because they wanted to perfect it. Now, not everything's perfect, obviously, but in their eyes.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, obviously it ain't coming out until like Christmas or holiday or Kwanzaa or whatever 2017. So they've got a year and a half from this recording, you may be watching this at a later date, to perfect this console and to get somewhat, we don't know if it's true 4K gaming, you know, that like PC gaming, it's obviously still on topic, the cards that want to perform that over 60 frames per second cost like $650.
Really?
$700 almost. So if a console's coming out like that now, if it were to come out, it would cost £1,000 or dollars. So I'm guessing you would want to wait for it because otherwise it will cost you way more than the PS4 and Xbox One currently do. So, and even more than the biggest Xbox One S, which we'll obviously talk about obviously in this segment as well. But yeah, what a fucking fail that is. But yeah, Project Scorpio, good thing. Hopefully it comes with a standard 2TB SSD, or not a HDD, so then it doesn't act as slow as it was, like it is now. And obviously with the current Xbox S also coming out, like that's going to still be slow because of its hard drive and not its solid state drive. So that's what I want Scorpio to bring. And VR, obviously, with VR in mind.
VR is a really big thing now, and I'm kind of impressed with it. Like,
I'm indifferent. I want a headset that's cheap,
right?
but doesn't produce crappy resolutions like the PSVR. No offense, Sony, but it just does. It might be good because it's a console and console can run VR. Ooh, you know. But no, I haven't tried any headsets. But if I want to try any headsets, I want to try the PC ones first, because that's the ones I'm more interested in. But the HTC Vive, because the Oculus fucking sucks. It's got DRM, because fuck DRM. But that's another fuck tagline I can bring up to the podcasts.
So many.
But yeah, you know, it's just VR. You know, even a company are bringing out DRM-free VR. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a VR headset with literally no DRM. I think it's developed by Razer, the PC company that does headsets, and keyboards, and laptops.
And microphones.
Basically, they're developing Osmo VR. I think that's what it's called, and it basically is DRM free.
Oh,
Like, you can install any game on it. Oculus, HTC, obviously not PlayStation, duh. But yeah, Oculus, PlayStation, Oculus, HTC, and other Valve headsets if they choose to partner with anyone else.
nice.
So yeah, so it worked with Steam VR out the gate. So yeah,
So sweet.
but VR is getting somewhat interesting in the PC side.
Mm-hmm.
But with it, Project Scorpio almost apparently saying they're going to support PC type VR, so they want to support HTC Vive and obviously, as I said, Oculus, which is the evil of VR right now because they put in DRM in their software, which is obviously wrong, and you should never do that. Learn from Microsoft. Learn from the company you're partnering with. Look at the Xbox One. Why is that not selling? Because it was originally sold with DRM. That's why it didn't sell. So yeah, honesty.
Well, back to Xbox and talking about them, they also, along with Project Scorpio, they introduced, well, first of all, before we get into the Xbox One Slim, they introduced customizable controllers, which, in my opinion, like following the pro gaming scene, or esports, or whatever you guys want to call it, I use say it in that voice because people mock it, and, you know, it is what it is. But following the esports community, just customizable controllers is a huge thing. And when Xbox took that step with the Xbox One Elite controller, that kind of like changed the whole entire competitive like controller scene, I guess. So now adding on along with the Xbox One customizable controllers, it's pretty sweet, honestly, that you're able to customize, you know, just your own little original controller.
Right, so I think I've got most of the information from this. So the controller, standard, will cost $80,
Ooh.
like flat.
Alright.
So you get customizable colours. The things you can change are just colours, and you can put your gamer tag on the bottom of the controller. But what you can't change is the triggers or the D-pad, like, as you aforementioned, the Xbox Elite, you cannot change the D-pads and thumbsticks. So yeah.
I'm already one step ahead of the game because I'm already partnered with custom controllers and they allow you to change all that business. So yeah, just saying.
And they're probably a heck of a lot cheaper too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get anything from $40 to $80 depending on what you want. So
Like, seriously, the maximum's 80.
So the Xbox controllers have already got a run for their money.
yeah.
Oh, any major controller company in general, like, not to badmouth our Oric sponsor, but Scuff and Imagine Customs and Cinch Gaming, like, it sounds like many companies are making them run for their money.
Yeah, because they produce better things than the actual Xbox controllers as well, because you can change things like the triggers and the D-pads, and you get your own custom. So if you wanted a custom design, for example, I could contact my friend Johnny from Custom Controllers and say, look, my friend wants this design. How much? He'd do it like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's cheap. Very cheap.
Well, there you go then. That Haydn's advert there is just dismissed like me ever getting an Xbox One controller like that one. Even though it does look nice at the top, like the new, like where it was black before, now is the colour of your controller. They've made it less for where you can see the IR blaster things that I have in the controller. Obviously, with better connection with Kinect. But obviously, many people don't have Kinect. I do because But yeah, Xbox One controllers, $80. But they did announce another Xbox controller, which is the Elite Gears of War 4 controller, which is obviously the same price, but just Gears of War just plastered on it with blood and Gears of War logo and the Coalition and stuff. So, yeah.
I want to spend $80 on a themed controller, do that.
Yeah, so if you want to spend £120, there you go. But yeah, Xbox, with controllers, they're trying to put out a business to scuff the custom controllers that all of them. They're trying to put them out of business so they can make profit from themselves. But obviously,
It's not going to work.
there's like the prices need to be a heck of a lot lower to even compete. So they're already shooting themselves in the foot.
The thing is, custom controllers, the one that I'm partnered with, is worldwide currently. He's worked with many celebrities, he's worked with DJs, even WWE superstars. He's gave Biggie and Xavier Woods a custom controller.
Up, down, down.
Yeah, up, down, down. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to
Well,
Yeah, it's the other way around, But yeah, other things like, actually, let's move on to software with the Xbox One as well.
Yes.
They did announce a few with the anniversary update. You can now listen to background music. Wow!
It's not like
I've been able to do that on the PS4 for about a year now.
Oh, well.
Microsoft.
Good for you, Josh. Good for you. Still can't get Spotify on the Xbox. Come on.
Yeah, because they've partnered with Sony for years, so unfortunately, I'm going to have to say tough.
Pardon me. Died. Thanks, Josh.
Sorry. We can get Groove Music monthly. Yeah? No?
Music, yay.
No? Okay.
No.
I was only trying to shield Microsoft, don't worry. And obviously, Cortana was obviously it's been announced already, but still been announced for about a year and a bit now. But it's finally now come to the preview members of Xbox, and I've actually got it, so I can share an opinion on it now. It's buggy. It's really buggy, and it doesn't even know it. Well, it knows how to turn off your console, but it doesn't really know. Do you know what I mean?
It knows, but they really don't know.
Like, turn off my, I say literally, Cortana, turn off my Xbox. Yes or no? Do you want it turned off? Yes. Still listening. Yes. Still listening. Yes, motherfucker. I want my Xbox turned off. I want to go to bed. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. And then,
God dang it, Cortana. Turn off.
my window's open. I've just shouted at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. That's basically my reaction. But yeah, Cortana's buggy right now, but obviously it will be fixed by the summer. But that'll be in the anniversary update. And obviously also groups on Xbox One. So you can basically harass each other in a group, just like PS4 communities. And you can now manage, obviously, esports will enjoy this. There's now an esports-based feature on the Xbox One in direct built-in to the console. I think that might be coming summer though. I'm not too sure, but yeah, like FaZe and all that can just put their information into the Xbox, and people can actually track on the Xbox, watch the stream, and then track it on there while they're watching it on Twitch. You can snap the thing to the side, and you can check the balances and stuff, and the kills and the deaths and the ratios and all that. So, yeah,
That's a big game changer. Oh. No pun intended, but that is a game changer, to be honest with you.
hashtag game changer.
Hashtag game changer.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also,
But yeah,
go ahead.
there's some software features that are coming that somewhat significant. It's basically to align itself with Windows 10 and its anniversary update, which is a hell of a lot bigger. But obviously, Windows 10 is not. It is kind of a gaming platform. Actually, let's talk about that.
Yeah, cross-platform.
Did you count how many times I said Windows 10?
Me personally, I did not watch the Xbox conference. Someone was actually texting me.
I think it was close to the 50 range.
Yeah, it was around there.
Really?
Basically, like the TV references in 2013. Obviously not that large, but, you know, it's basically like that.
Well, don't forget.
It was ridiculous.
I mean, one would assume that they would say that multiple times was also due to cross-platforming being introduced.
Yeah, but, you know, it's just annoying the fact that, yes, Windows 10's been shoved down our throats. Why are you shoving it in a gaming conference? Your Windows 10's not primarily for gaming, it's for word processing and internet and video editing and stuff like that. It's not just for games, you know.
Right.
They're shilling it like it's just for games. Like, no! And we don't want to buy into your shitty Windows Universal Store thing. Because you lock down our frame rates and you lock down the resolutions to like 1080 shit, you know. Oh, it just infuriates me. They're probably fixing it, but still. DirectX 12 is just flopping right now. Like a salami in a butcher shop.
Ooh, I could go for some salami right now. Man, thanks for making me hungry.
I've been hungry for hours, so you're not alone. But yeah,
And
you know,
me.
well, mind you, well, yeah, as saying, actually, there was a big feature announced. I think it was called Xbox Play Anywhere,
Yeah,
where you can
that
actually
was
Yeah.
the new cross-platform.
multiplayer with each other. So that's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
wish it was Xbox Play Anywhere with PS4, but obviously Sony are fucking tits and not allowing it yet. So, but yeah, Xbox Play Anywhere is good strategy, but it needs PS4.
No doubt. And then they also introduced a newish console, the Xbox One Slim, which comes with a 2 terabyte hard drive, I'm pretty sure, and it's obviously
That's a touchy subject because for $2.99 you can get a 500 gigabyte hard drive. For $3.49 you can get a 1 terabyte. If it's $3.99 you can get a whole 2 terabytes to use, Sonny Jim.
To be honest, I wouldn't mind.
So no, the 2 terabyte console's not $2.99, unfortunately.
Oh, well, I wasn't going to go into the pricing because people can go ahead and look it up on select stores that will hold the system.
Oh well, I've just said it, so they don't have to. We're the primary source. We should only be your primary source. Anyway,
We're taking over the gaming industry.
but yeah, yeah, it's just a smaller console with a better Blu-ray player. So
I gotta be
and
honest,
better airflow.
I gotta be honest, I like my Blu-ray player on my Xbox One. It's come in handy a lot.
Wow, 4K Blu-rays. Something that people haven't even got yet. 4K TVs. Well done. Well done. Integrate something that PS4's been doing for years. A power supply on the console. Whoa. Sony's been doing that since the PS1. Whoa.
Speaking of the PS1, this is kind of like my specific E3 highlight. As for many people, I would like to think, there's a
Yes.
certain PlayStation 1 game that is being remastered, and if you guys have been living under a rock, then I don't know what you're doing. Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3 are being remastered exclusively, and I hate you guys that are PlayStation users, exclusively for the PlayStation 4.
Hayden, can we have a secret party now for just PlayStation users? Because obviously I'm in the party, and I say, yeah, da 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 da.
That's so
See,
cool,
you
it's
can't play our
getting
game.
My disappointment set aside, that is awesome that Crash Bandicoot is being remastered, in my opinion.
It's
gonna
long
be
overdue.
amazing.
It's long
Yeah,
overdue.
definitely.
It looks
Definitely.
amazing.
So,
Just from
yeah.
like the little snippet that they played, it looks amazing.
Even though they fucked Crash up and they made him look slightly weird,
Yeah.
but you know, all that set
He's a
aside.
good dude anyway.
Well,
I mean,
I want to collect those apples in peace, alright?
but I was gonna say, like, I remember, because we just recently threw out our PlayStation 1 because it stopped working. But I remember playing Crash Bandicoot, the demo version, a little bit, along with Crash Bandicoot Kart Racing. Don't remember the exact title of it. But, you know, just... it's kind of like one of those nostalgia things, honestly, where it's like, wow, it's being remastered. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, that's just, like, a little piece of...
You just have to find like a PS4 that's like $10 so you can buy one and play it.
Find a really crappy
I'm just gonna-
refurbished PS4.
I'm just gonna plug my shit right now.
Uh-oh.
Once they are out, I will be doing a series on the channel, so look out for that.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Crash with...
Imagine Crash Bandicoot online.
What could
You
that-
racing each other to get to Dr. Cortex or Cortex or something.
That'd be pretty...
Yes, make that Sony. Make that,
That would
happen.
be.
But, so, I mean, overall, I mean, Crash Bandicoot being remastered, awesome. PlayStation, you did it right there.
Yeah, that was joint E3 winner right there.
Yeah.
Like take my wallet, take my trousers, take my pants, and take my socks because you just won them all.
And my house. You can have my house.
No, I'm not going that far. You can
So-
take my my precious AJ Styles T-shirt. There you go.
Oh.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
No, you won't. Tony will.
The only thing we need to do now is get Steve a PS4.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of like a $290 expense. So
Yeah.
I don't know how you're gonna afford to get that.
I'm alright, though. It's okay. But, to,
While Steve cries in the corner.
well, Steve, honestly, like, I am kind of disappointed about not having a PS4, but it is what it is because most of my friends have an Xbox One, so it is what it is. The only thing that...
Including I.
Including you, yeah. But, you know, I'm kind of disappointed because, like, some games that are exclusive to the PS4, and it's like,
Last of Us.
yeah. Yeah, remastered version of The Last of Us. Last of Us regular was good enough, but remastered...
I've got both. I've got both.
Alright, Josh.
Am I making you mad?
It's just over exaggeration, that's all.
No, I know. But anyway, yeah, both. Well, Microsoft killed it towards the end. Obviously, it was boring at the beginning, but Sony, I think, put it at the top. Well, I don't think the quad was needed quite, but but that's just me.
So, to kind of end the first episode here, we're going to introduce a segment, and I don't know what the specific name of the segment's going to be, but, you know, we'll just call it Gaming Childhood Memories, because why not? So, what the segment is we're going to kind of go back at, like, just reminisce about certain gaming systems or, you know, games in general. This may not be an every podcast episode occurrence, but I'd like to make it that. So for me, you know, we mentioned the PlayStation 1, and if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know that I'm a big Metal Gear Solid mark, and
Ooh, that's a sore spot. That's
why
a
is that
sore
a sore
spot for me. Because Hideo Kojima's not going to make them anymore.
oh yeah, that's the sad part. But
Yeah, but anyway, but the games he has created are fucking amazing.
oh yeah, and
But fuck Konami. Yeah.
oh man, another tagline for the ages.
No, many YouTubers have said it. Jim Sterling, obviously, a great YouTuber of this community, of this gaming community. But yeah, fuck Konami and like, I can't remember the tagline, but I think it was like, Konami is Konami, and Konami is the worst. That's it.
Oh my. Well,
So,
anyways, PlayStation 1 Metal Gear Solid, I just remember
oh man,
playing
that must be
game.
amazing.
Metal Gear Solid, at first was a little difficult, but I enjoyed playing it. And the more that I like watch it and play it now, like it's that thing where like you finally understand the story, and it's like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like all these deep meanings, like especially Metal Gear Solid 2, which honestly has to be one of my favorite. I know it's not PlayStation 1, but like the reason why it's my favorite is because it kind of talks about, like how the digital society always like filters what is being put out, so you're not getting the whole entire truth of a certain subject, and people will find like lies to confine themselves in instead of like hitting the truth head on. And for whatever reason, that just struck a chord with me. It's like, wow, yes, that is it. But Metal Gear Solid, easily one of my favorite games from the early childhood. Also along with Mario, but we'll talk about Nintendo a different time. But PlayStation 1, obviously, Metal Gear Solid is gotta be one of my top favorite childhood gaming memories. What about you guys? What's your favorite from the PlayStation 1?
Shall I go first?
Yeah, go on.
Sure, yeah.
Right. My favourite PS1 games has to be... You probably haven't got it because they only sold like 400, 500 copies of it. It was a very, very rare game. But I've got one. Yes! And it was Demolition Racer. Basically what you do is... I might even do a series on it. It was so fun. I play it to this day. It came out 3 days before I was born. so the game's older than me. Basically what you do is it's a bit like Need for Speed, but so much fun. Like, in Need for Speed you just drive around, try to win. In this game, you can wreck cars, you can set them on fire, you can burn them up, you can go over a hill, jump off the hill, and land straight on top of the car to crush it. It was just so much fun back then. And the graphics for 1999 actually wasn't too bad.
Right, yeah.
I must have spent easily 150 hours playing that game. Easy.
Nice.
So, that's to be my PlayStation 1 game.
Thank you for sharing that with us. And Josh, what about you?
PS1, I'm gonna have to say Gran Turismo.
Ooh, we were talking about that during the E3.
Yeah, because the first one, obviously, in '97, I was obviously just born, and my dad bought the PS1 as soon as, obviously 2 years before I was born, but bought PS1 as soon as it came out, and I've still got that PS1 to this day. It doesn't work, but yeah, I've still got that PS4 to this day. I'm getting my number confused. But yeah, I've still got a PS1 that works. I've got 2 PS1s in my cupboard. And I played Gran Turismo. I've probably still even got the memory card that's got that save on it. And just, man, for that time you could drive the Subaru Imprezas, the Ferrari F1 cars and stuff like that. It was just, and the graphics, yeah, now doesn't really stand up. But, just then... It was so in depth for the time, for 96, 97. It was like 20 to 50 cars in that game in a small size of literally 20 to 30 megs of fire on one disc, on one black-sided disc, and that just encapsulates the PS1 for me.
Nice. So, with that, that's gonna pretty much wrap up this first episode of gaming with the WolfPac. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe to make sure that this video gets in your sub box. Don't forget to follow all of us on Twitter. I'll leave all of the links in the description down below, as well as Josh and Hayden's YouTube channels. Their links will be in the description as well. This is hopefully going to be the start of a very awesome and interesting project, as you know, sure, we're wrestling fans, but we are all gamers at heart. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for listening in once again, and we will see you guys in the next episode of Gaming with the WolfPac or Pro Wrestling Weekly. We'll catch you guys then. Peace.